We got the best teams in Marvel Strike Force February 2025, all game modes. Let's go ahead and get into it. The newest team hitting the field this month is the Liberty team. They're made for Alliance War. They're fast, they're strong, they're definitely going to get the job done. I know Alliance War is changing. My Alliance enjoys it. So that just means if we only got 2 wars to do, that we got to make sure both of those wars count. The Liberty team is going to help you to do that. So for new players, you're able to farm Captain America Sam Wilson and War Machine right now. Where I am, I don't know if I'm going to be able to unlock the rest of the team on the new account. We'll have to see what happens as the month goes on. We can farm Sam Wilson, Captain America at Heroes 3-3. If you're farther along, you're going to be able to double dip in this case because he is also available at Doom 2-6. And finally, we can get shards for War Machine at Villains 3-3. The last team to come out was the Uncanny Avengers, and as you can see, we got them all unlocked on the main account. I'm wondering how you did. Did you get them all unlocked as a veteran player? On our new player side of things, we just got the individuals that were available in the showcases. We did start our account all the way back over. So we started over at the beginning of this year, and then we started over again to make sure we could get the actual new player experience. And this is as far as we were able to get with the Uncanny Avengers. Let's see if we get some help with the February calendar. On the left-hand side, we have Out of Time. So Out of Time is a good team, and the Black Knight is there. Black Knight is an amazing character if you don't got him. On the right-hand side, we have the Cabal. So we have Crucible, and we have Alliance War. So we have a PvP style calendar this month. Take advantage of it if you don't have these characters already. Arena is still the most important game mode in Marvel Strike Force, so make sure you take advantage of the information you have to prepare to win. The Annihilators are still the best vanilla arena team. There are other characters you can plug and play to make sure you do better, but you need a foundation, and it will be based on the Annihilators. This is as far as we were able to get as far as the new player count is concerned. Gore is available in the Blitz store, so he's kind of a reliable farm. The others, we'll have to just get him when we get him. We don't know when the next arena team is coming to the game. That might be a better jumping off point. They got to come out sometime this year, right? This is the arena team I'm still using on my main account. We got Annihilator characters in Gore, Endgame Thanos, and Gladiator. We're ranked 206 when we took this picture. Last time we were 154. It's about that, right? I fluctuate in between these 2 points for the most part. This is just where I am until I can get Odin unlocked. This is just where I'm going to be stuck at. Let's take a look at what's working. Baz here is number 3 in my arena shard. So if we look and see what people are using, maybe we can get some tips. We got Gore, so that's one Annihilator character. We got Apocalypse. We got Mephisto and Odin. So I'm not going to be using Mephisto. I don't have Odin, but the Shadow King is present. That's something to keep in mind. The individual in second place is Juggernaut. So again, we have Apocalypse, we have Gore, we have Odin, and Mephisto. Shadow King is also present. I'm not using Shadow King currently, but maybe that means I should be. Number 1 in my arena shard, Metacuts. Same characters, right? Apocalypse, Odin, Mephisto, Gore, Shadow King. That clinches it. I'm going to be putting Shadow King in my arena roster. So these are the people that I'm facing. This is what I got to go up against. Mephisto, again, I don't have him, so if I don't see a Mephisto, then those are my targets. So in this case, Morbius and Lexington would be my targets. If I do a refresh, Lexington stays. That's cool. More Mephistos. Again, this is just what I'm facing on a daily basis. I'm trying to somehow stay inside that top 200. So if we pivot back to the new player account, I'm using the Extreme X-Men just because this is a together team that the game will give you early. So we're going to start from here, looking at what we can do, seeing if we can climb in the ranks. I'm 1,219. It's a long way to climb. We'll see what we can do. These are the opponents that are around me. I should be able to do fairly well, right? Except for maybe GideonXL there. The other 2 teams, they're not as synergized. Extreme X-Men's decent. So in my hands, controlling them, I believe I can still continue to climb. I think I could knock these other 2 players out. If we hit the refresh button, Commander there on the right-hand side, he's using new characters or newly reworked characters for the most part. So he's trying to just brute force his way through. I haven't had an opportunity to test it. We'll see how far we can go. Now this here is concerning. That's why we're not just going to start over and assume that we're going to be able to get to the number 1 spot in arena, because here we are with Doom Slug, ranked 3rd in my new player arena shard, and he is already at 101 as far as his account level goes. And he's got a decent team, man. He's got the Annihilators plus Black Knight. That is a very strong, especially early arena team. Coming in at number 2, we got Chris Krismarok. We got Krismarok. We're going with Annihilators and Kahori, account level 101. And then in the number 1 spot, Doom, account level 102. So we got 3 budding Krakens. I don't know if they're Krakens whales or they're just pushing hard. I'm really interested to find out how things are going for him. But he has the Annihilators in full, holding down the number 1 spot there. We wanted to see if I could even climb, right? Is there any way to get into the top 100? We got Urbus here. He has Tangled Web and the Eternal, so a much more normal roster. We'll have to see what it looks like next time we take a peek. Well, that team isn't shabby, right? You have Weaver. Most people might, or newer people might not understand how her kit works, so that might give you an advantage. Not a character I'm going to lean into, but I see how it assists him in doing well here. The second most important game mode in Marvel Strike Force is raids. On the PvP side, really, as we just saw, we can't control who's doing what, who's going to spend some of that money. But for raids, you can set yourself up for success. You have control, get with a good alliance, and get it done. Regarding Spotlight raids, Alpha Flight is still one of the teams you need to get it done there. And on the new player side, this is as far as we got. I'm not going to pursue any of the Alpha Flight members because they are going to give them to you. From what I understand, I'm not 100% sure, but from what I understand, they are going to give these to you as a new player during one of the Strike milestones. The other team you absolutely have to have for the Spotlight raids is the Uncanny Avengers. As you see here, we were able to unlock them. We're going to need them for the better part of a year, so might as well go ahead and get after it. On the new player side of things, as we mentioned, you get Falcon, you get Beast, you get Storm during the showcase. Jean Grey and Hercules, we're going to have to wait till they become farmable. I got plenty of time, right? As a new player, you have plenty of time. You're going to have these characters to progress once you open up the Spotlight raid. Spotlight orbs are the reward for doing the raids, so let's see what's inside. We have 3 members of Orcus and 3 members of Annihilators on the left-hand side, so you got equal chance to get 2 shards of each of those characters. The guaranteed character is Man-Thing, so he's going to be in the middle, guaranteed 5 shards every single Spotlight raid orb you open. On the right-hand side, you have a ton of different characters. We have Captain America Sam Wilson in there, plus all these other characters that fall into the Mighty Avengers, Uncanny, all those things. So for the veteran player, it's not really going to help you much. Newer players, it will help you catch up. You can't power all these characters up, though. This is one of those times you got to pick and choose who you want. You don't have enough resources to power everybody up, but put yourself in position to win, targeting the game mode that you need most. When it comes to your main raid like Orcus, for the bio section, Hive Mind is still the team. They're a little older, outdated, but this is still getting it done in Orcus. I can sim from here. Interestingly enough, on the new player side, they're just giving us these characters. I got Gwenum today. I think somewhere along the lines there's 100 shards of Void Knight that I can find. So Hive Mind might be my first raid team, just starting out brand new. For the Mystic section, we have the Night Stalkers. This is what I'm using. I don't have Odin, so I can't sim the nodes, right? I have to play them manually. It's not tough, but I do have to play them manually. It gets easier as you get more power in some of the characters. And since the Night Stalkers are now farmable, we're able to get a little bit more power to make those clears more reliable. We have Blade available in the Cosmic Crucible store. Oath is in the War store. I still need some Nimrod, as you can see there, but Oath has made her way into the War store. And as we know, Agatha Harkness, she is also in the Crucible store. So if you don't have Crucible unlocked, not going to help you. But when you do get it unlocked, a lot of good characters you need in there to polish off your raid teams. Booyah. Hats off to No Cap Motivation. Booyah, he's in the Alliance. He found this screenshot. This is from Prep's video. Now, Preps is a content creator, very good. He has a lot of great information for new players. Make sure you check his stuff out. I'm going to put a link right here, and I'll put one in the description as well. Great content creator. Make sure you get on board with that if you are a new player. Tech section, Orcus is the team for the tech section. I don't have a lot of ground covered at all with the new account. I hate to say this, but it might be Night Stalkers. Night Stalkers might be what I got to lean into to get moving in the raids. We'll see how that goes. For the mutant section, we have the Extreme X-Men. So they're a pretty old team, but they're still getting it done. I can sim all the nodes right here. Well, I got Old Man Logan. So that helps. But this is the strength of the team that I got on my endgame account. On the new player side, this is what I got. It's not bad, right? It's not bad. This is a team that they hand you in the now tutorial. In the new game tutorial now, they just hand you the Extreme X-Men. You just have to do the new tutorial, and they'll give you all 5 characters. For the skill section, it's the Spider Society. Good team, great all-around team. I would say at one point that they were the most important team in the game. I've backed off on that a little bit now, but they're still a great team. They're used for multiple game modes, not arena, but you pretty much see them everywhere else. So another great opportunity here for new players. This might be the strongest team you can get your hand on, and this is another team that they're just going to give you if you can make your way through the strike milestones. They give you tokens for all 5 of these characters at 3 stars. Let's take a look at what's going on in Cosmic Crucible. I'm not a really good Crucible player. That shows in my record. I'm 132 and 124. We went 8 and 7 since the last time we spoke. That's pretty much par for the course for me. So last time we checked in, we were 12,156 in the rankings, and now I've fallen to 14,790. Right, just what we're going 50-50. A lot of individuals, you guys are doing well. You're getting a lot of wins, leaving me in the dust, but I'm proud of you. As far as Crucible teams go, the newest one is the Immortal X-Men. They do well. They do well. At least on the offensive side, I've been using them. I'm able to get some wins. We'll see what happens when the 32 is over. On the new player side, we got the free-to-play characters, right? All the reworks, they're available to you in the showcase. We didn't get Jean Grey because we weren't playing this account when Jean Grey was free. Her free-to-play event was there. Doesn't matter. I don't have Crucible unlocked at this time anyway. Another great Crucible team is the Illuminati. Very strong. They're doing well. They got the old stats though, right? They don't have the new stats. They got the old stats, so they're going to get pushed out at some point, or at least get pushed down at some point. And we got a couple new Crucible teams coming to the game. You know about the Starjammers. We had the Phoenix Force team. So things will be moving, but still, Illuminati is still a great Cosmic Crucible team. After them, we have the Cabal. An excellent plug-and-play team. Always good for theory crafting. You just need these 3 guys and 2 more villains, and you're good to go. After that, we have the Superior 6. They're still doing well for me, right? They're still doing well for me for where I'm at in Crucible, but I'm wondering, how are they doing for you? Do they work well in the upper echelons in these stronger Crucible matchups? Are they still good? Once again, on the new player side, they pretty much hand you this team for going through the tutorial. This way you have a villain team and you have a hero team in Extreme X-Men. So, right, I got a good Superior 6 team with the exception of Green Goblin Classic. We'll see what it takes to unlock him down the line. We got our new Phoenix Force team and Omega Red Phoenix Force. So as new characters come out, who do you expect to see? Who would you like to see as another Phoenix Force character next year? We were able to get a 3-star Phoenix Force with my main account. Not too shabby. I'm happy with that. But we do want to give a shout out to Atrana. He is in the New Player Alliance Motivation No Cap. He was able to unlock Omega Red Phoenix Force. Hats off to you, my guy. Hats off to you. Moving on to Alliance War. In the main account, we're 160 and 127. We got punched in the mouth this last couple rounds, y'all. It was not cool. We went 4 and 9. We started getting matched up with cats in the top 20 repeatedly. With cats in the top 20. We want to be about that. We want to be about that life, but we are not there yet. It was good. It was educational. Fought a lot of good wars, but it was a tough couple weeks in Marvel Strike Force. I mean, we were doing it, y'all. We were doing it. Last time we spoke, we were in the top 100. We were ranked 81. And then, again, we got matched up against all those big timers, those top 20 dudes. And since the season started over, we have now got knocked down to 1009. It's all good. We love war. We're ready to mix it up and get right back into it. As far as a new player alliance, we're doing well. No cap motivation. We got ourselves at 11 and 0 here. I missed a couple wars. Because I did indeed start back over. So there's probably a war or two that I was not able to participate in. But as far as what I could count, we're 11 and 0. We're just going to keep the good times rolling. So just for some context, we are at 4,131 no cap motivation. So with our main account, we're in the top 1,000. With the new player account, 4,000. So that means, I guess there's about 3,000 alliances right in between there, in between brand new and established. Not sure what that means, but let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Best Alliance War teams in the game. Well, it looks like Liberty. We don't know yet, right? We can't test it out. We did see a little test here and there from the envoys, include myself. So they're a good team. I like them. We'll have to see how they work full bore when they actually make their way into the game. So right before that, we know we have the Mighty Avengers. They're good. I need to pump my vision up. He's still wearing orange gear. I like them though. I like the Mighty Avengers. I like Alliance War. So they give me another offensive war team that I can use. And right before them, so 3 teams in a row, right? These were the last 3 teams that come into the game. We have the Absolute A-Force. Again, great Alliance War team. They hit hard and they do well on defense too. Before them, it was the Undying team. So that's 4 Alliance War teams in a row. They're all strong. Obviously, the point is to change the way Alliance War works, and they've done that with these 4 powerhouse teams. We have what's his name? We got Ares down there. We got Ares down there as well. Don't want to forget about him. Excellent plug and play character. He does well in Alliance War. He's made to do well in Alliance War. My favorite Alliance War team is Mercs for Money. Can't forget about Old Man Logan. Great character. We can get diamonds on him now, so looking forward to that. See if we can increase his power. Excellent offensive team. And I know it's not flashy, but the Sinister Six are still getting it done. They might not be your first option. They might not be the go-to option, but there's a lot of characters they can knock out. There's a lot of teams that they can deal with. And with the plug and play potential you have between the Sinister Six and Superior Six, you're usually able to craft something to get it done. Again, early on, the game is going to hand you these characters for your villain team. You don't really need a war team early. You just need participation, but at least we got one set up when we start hitting into bigger people. So then that brings us to Battle World. Again, Battle World isn't in the game right now. It still says coming soon, but the only Battle World team that we know of is Astral. They're really good. They're still a good team. We're using them for Alliance War, right? So a lot of Alliance War going on right now. We're using Astral for Alliance War. They are a Battle World team. They work in Alliance War. Not too shabby. In the Battle World store, we see Emma Frost X-Men and the Ancient One. So that means they are moving into farmability. So the next farmability cycle, they should then move into the Spotlight Orb, and we'll see who takes their place here in the Battle World store. As for my mythic hunt at the moment, still looking for Odin. Don't got him unlocked. We got the information about Lilandra. We know she's not a mythic character, but hey, just wanted to put her here because she's part of what's needed for Professor X, who no doubt will be a mythic character. Last time we spoke, we were 2 nodes away from Odin, and now this is the progress that we got. So I'm hoping that by the end of the month, I too can have an Odin. Listen, if you enjoy the game, we hear there's a lot of shenanigans out there, but we're not doing any of that here. If you enjoy the game, the No Cap cluster is always looking for more members. They're always looking for more alliances. They're looking for more clusters. Right? We just did a merger not too long ago. So if you want a place to come play the game, we got plenty of openings for you. Right here, we're going to be looking at the end game individuals who are doing Orcus. So we got No Cap, No Glory at the top. So any of these guys here, these are all end game alliances. All the green lights, they have openings. So again, if you're doing Orcus, you're into end game content, we got spots for you. If you want to merge, we got spots for you. We got all kinds of people out there. So you want to do end game, but you don't want to be super hardcore, we got spots for you. You're in the mid game, you're catching up, you came back to the game, we got spots for you. And obviously, if you are a new player, we got spots for you. We still got spots open in No Cap Motivation. We got a brand new player alliance in No Cap Hades, right? They just opened, so there's tons of spots open there if you're a new player. We got AV2 No Cap, they got spots open. So hey, we're here for everybody. Wherever you are in the game, we got spots for you. The link is in the description. You can see it on screen, but it's in the description as well. The link is always in the description. If you need people to play Marvel Strike Force with, if you need people to play Marvel Strike Force with, we got you covered. And yeah, we do have availability. We still have openings in No Cap Motivation. So if you love the game, want to look good doing it, and just want people to hype you up, you made it to the right place.